Our hymn of the day for the fourth Sunday in Lent is Jesus Keep Me Near the Cross, music by William Doane. Fanny Crosby wrote the lyrics to Near the Cross, one of her more than 8,000 poems. She was born in 1820, about 50 miles north of New York City, in the village of Brewster, the only child of John and Mercy Crosby, who were relatives of the famed Revolutionary War spy Enoch Crosby. Her ancestors, in fact, arrived in Boston in 1635, making her a member of the Daughters of the Mayflower and the Daughters of the American Revolution. A later relative we know turns out to be Bing Crosby. At 6 months, she developed an eye infection, and the malpractice of a local quack left her blind for life. At the age of 8, she began writing verses, and at 15, she entered the New York City School for the Blind. She began writing words for secular songs, and she earned significant royalties, particularly for her very popular song, Rosalie the Prairie Flower. After graduating, she stayed on at the school and taught there for over 10 years. She was a strong advocate for the blind, being the first woman ever to speak in the United States Senate and appeared before joint houses of Congress where she recited these lines. O ye who here from every state convene, illustrious band, may we not hope the scene you now behold will prove to every mind instruction hath a ray to cheer the blind. She actually sang her own compositions, accompanying herself on the piano in the music room of the White House for President Polk. Fanny was an ecumenical Christian, attending many different denominations. Plymouth Church of the Pilgrims in Brooklyn Heights, led by the famed Congregationalist abolitionist Henry Ward Beecher. Trinity Episcopal Church, a Dutch Reformed Church, and Central Presbyterian Church, later known as the Brooklyn Tabernacle. But she proudly proclaimed that she was a member in good standing always at John Street Methodist Episcopal Church in Manhattan. When she was 40, composer William Bradbury, whom we know for He Leadeth Me, Just As I Am, Sweet Hour of Prayer, Savior Like a Shepherd Lead Us, My Hope is Built on Nothing Less, Bradbury convinced her to write her first hymn. She saw him writing then as God's call, and she was active until she was over 90 years, dying at the age of 95. Her tombstone carries the words of probably her most famous hymn, Blessed Assurance, Jesus is Mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine. Our hymn was first published in the 1869 Bright Jewels.
I will tell you this. People get their theology as much from hymns as they do from sermons. Martin Luther realized this.
William Doane composed the tune Near the Cross and asked Fanny to come up with some words. Doane, who produced over 2,300 hymn tunes, was Fanny's favorite go-to composer for writing gospel songs. He set an estimated 1,500 of Crosby's hymns. Doane was born in 1832 in Preston, Connecticut, and played the flute, violin, and double bass as he grew up. As a pupil at Connecticut's Woodstock Academy, in fact, he served, while being a pupil, as the school's choir director. Graduating in 1848, he went to work in his father's company and soon moved on to Cincinnati's J.A. Fay & Company, where eventually he rose to become the company president. He successfully filed more than 70 patents for wood-making machinery and held many leadership and board positions. His accumulated wealth allowed him to purchase Sunnyside Mansion as his family's residence. As well as his hymns, Doane composed secular, instrumental, vocal, and choral works, including 2 cantatas on Santa Claus. He died in South Orange, New Jersey in 1915 and is buried in Spring Grove Cemetery in Cincinnati.
Jesus, keep me near the cross, there a precious fountain, free to all a living stream, flows from Calvary's mountain. In the cross, be my glory ever, till my raptured soul shall find rest beyond the river. Near the cross a trembling soul, love and mercy found me. There the bright and morning star shed its beams around me. In the cross, be my glory ever, till my raptured soul shall find rest beyond the river. Near the cross, O Lamb of God, bring its scenes before me. Help me walk from day to day with its shadows o'er me. In the cross, be my glory ever, till my raptured soul shall find rest beyond the river. Near the cross I'll watch and wait, hoping, trusting ever, till I reach the golden strand just beyond the river. In the cross, be my glory ever, till my raptured soul shall find